Even though we see the cryptocurrency market get more and more mainstream with every breaking news story, we are seeing some news today that is proof to me personally that the crypto industry is the future of not only finance in general, but the future of real estate potentially, the future of really everything, as we see the biggest threat to the classic, archaic infrastructure that is the banking system and the US government, who has racked up trillions of dollars of debt. And I want to talk to you guys about crypto, which is pumping right now. Bitcoin is finding a little bit of a bounce. The total market cap of crypto is finding a bounce. There's a very good reason for strength in the overall crypto market right now. And it's kind of revolving around this story right here. Now, Venmo and PayPal users can now send money to the US government to help them pay down the $36.6 trillion national debt. Now, leave a comment in the chat, in the description down below, of your thoughts on this. Now, Venmo and PayPal are very crypto-friendly companies. Venmo, you can actually buy crypto on Venmo, and you could buy crypto through PayPal in a variety of different aspects. But now these institutions, they're here, Venmo and PayPal, capitalizing on the opportunity of the U.S. national debt in two ways. And I want to discuss it with you guys in this video and how it relates to crypto and why it is paramount that crypto even exists in the first place. I'm not a financial advisor, guys. Nothing here is financial advice, but today we see Bitcoin coming up, the total market cap looking like it's getting a bounce off a key trend line that I've been discussing with you guys. And we're seeing some altcoins start to move up today. I don't want to discuss it with you. So smash like, subscribe to the channel. Again, leave a comment down below and let's chat a little bit about this. First of all, I think this is despicable. Okay? I said it. You have the US government who makes billions, if not trillions of dollars off US taxpayers. And some people say the tax rate should go up. There are arguments for that. Some people say tax the rich. Some people say tax everybody more. Some people say get rid of the taxes. There's a big debate on that. But there are taxes, guys. And what we've seen in the debate between the president and the Fed lately is there's a disagreement between the current president and this presidential administration and the Fed over cutting the federal interest rate, over turning on the money printer. Maybe we're going to give stimulus checks. Maybe we shouldn't because it's going to hurt inflation. Inflation's a problem. You have a U.S. sitting president who said that Bitcoin is going to be huge and he wants to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world. I think he wants to do that because he sees that the U.S. dollar is struggling and he's been complaining about it. He's talked about a lot of problems with the US dollar, but in the same breath, it's very interesting because this president also wants to now send stimulus checks, which would actually hurt inflation. I think because he wants a market pump from the stock market and from the crypto market, which investors would be happy about. But when I see a story like this saying that Venmo and PayPal want to now allow users to send money to the US government, like the government needs my help and your help outside of the taxes that we already pay to pay down the national debt. The problem that they got us into in the first place is the exact reason that we talk about crypto day in and day out on this channel. Bitcoin is a fixed supply. There are 21 million Bitcoin in existence. There will never be any more Bitcoin. That is why people call it digital gold. It is a true store of value. You cannot have a Fed that turns on the money printer, devalues the currency. You cannot have a country that just sends money like crazy without any accountability overseas for this, that. Some of those are great causes. Some of those are nonsensical. We've seen that from the Doge entity that came out recently through Elon Musk, which was very controversial, but it did highlight an issue in the way that we're spending money as a country. We are not fiscally responsible as a country. And that has been made very clear. And now Venmo and PayPal are doing a fantastic idea for their companies by capitalizing on the opportunity, just like they did with crypto, because they saw the opportunity that was crypto to earn money through fees from allowing people to buy crypto through their platforms, through PayPal, through Venmo. You can do that on both. And now they're capitalizing on the obvious problem that is the $36 trillion debt. Now, any U.S. citizen that's actually paying towards the $36 trillion debt, I think personally, this is my personal opinion, I think that's a fool's errand. I think that's insane. I would never do it. I would never pay more money towards the national debt personally because, first of all, that's a problem that I don't believe can be solved. The only solution to the problem that is this national debt, in my mind, is a new currency. And that's where we get back into Bitcoin. That's my personal opinion, guys. This is news that I wanted to talk about. I'm very passionate about cryptocurrency for this very reason. It is insane to me that we should voluntarily just throw money at the U.S. government to pay down the national debt. Why can't we just get the problem solved by actually balancing our budget and figuring it out as a country, as a government should be doing to get us back on the right track? Maybe through these trade deals that the president's arguing. I don't care if you're left, right, center, up, down, to the side. It does not matter. You can probably see with this story that there is a problem with the dollar, with the way the government, the U.S. government spends their money. The dollar is as valuable as your faith in the U.S. government. It is not backed by anything except for your faith in the U.S. government. And at this point, the U.S. government is asking for donations to solve a $36 trillion debt. That is not solvable by donations from citizens through Venmo or PayPal. No. And that's why I think you have a president that is so pro-crypto right now. $18,000 price for Bitcoin, all the way from $15,000. This market is not going up by accident. It is going up because the largest institutions in the world are accumulating crypto because they are losing faith in the dollar. They're not coming out and blatantly saying this. Some of them are. But you're seeing crypto continue to grow because of this. And I believe as Bitcoin continues to grow, we have a chance at an altcoin season. Now, Ethereum is finding resistance here. Maybe we break through, maybe we don't. Maybe we see a rejection and continuation to the side before we get a further breakout. But Bitcoin right now, on the weekly time frame, might want to close this weekly candle green, break out further. You're seeing total market cap find a bounce right now and want to continue to the upside. And it's because of, not directly because of this story with Venmo and PayPal. Okay, certainly not directly because of this. But it is definitely one of the things, the underlying factors behind this excitement behind crypto. You even have people openly admitting, Yahoo Finance wrote this article, why you one day might use stablecoins in place of credit cards or bank accounts. This archaic system is slowly becoming irrelevant, which is why you see people like Senator Elizabeth Warren, who is very intertwined with the banking system and the traditional entities as they currently stand, central banks, all these different things. She claims to be, fighting the banks and checking the banks. This is part of her platform. But if she was really for the American people as opposed to these donors and the big players that are donating to political parties, and I would believe that she would actually back cryptocurrency because clearly with the $36 trillion debt that is unsolvable, there's so much so that we're asking U.S. citizens who are struggling financially, more so in the history of this. The American dream is more and more difficult to achieve than ever before. Choosing to deny crypto as we get this historic Genius Act put through. The reality is that this era is the era of crypto. And the politicians that are against it are going to continue to receive flack for it because we see the need more so for crypto than ever before because of just the simple supply proposition behind Bitcoin and the problems with the US dollar. There is a chance that we might see regular folks like you and me more so using stablecoins than ever before. And the people that are battling this right now are kind of showing their cards as to, where their allegiance lies. And I think that people that are right now arguing against crypto has allegiance lying with these traditional banks and these powerful entities. Call it a monopoly, which is the banking system. And crypto is the off-ramp to inflation, to this $36 trillion debt. You see some entities getting involved in crypto, launching crypto blue chip ETFs. You have the current president of the United States launching this. Now, whether you like or dislike this president, that is absolutely irrelevant to the point that I'm trying to make here. The point that I'm trying to make here is the US dollar is having problems, and Bitcoin is the off-ramp to inflation. Venmo and PayPal are trying to do the bidding of the US government and collect fees. Really what they're trying to do is collect fees from people that recognize that the $36 trillion national debt is a problem. The reality is it's an unsolvable problem, which is why you have some people embracing crypto, but you still have people trying to hang on to the status quo, this old system that has not worked, this old system that got us to the $36 trillion debt in the first place. And it's a very interesting time. If you want to take advantage of the volatility in these crypto markets and do some trading, as there are levels of support and resistance, there is so much volatility in the crypto market, which makes for great trading. In my personal opinion, you could sign up for Blowfin, you could sign up for BitTNX using some of the links in the description down below. These are affiliates that you could sign up for to support the channel if you want to do so. I wanted to speak my mind on this today. Politics is irrelevant. The thing that is relevant is the US dollar strong? And is it good to be really counting on cash, or do we need alternative investments? This is a question you have to ask yourselves. I believe Bitcoin is very valuable because it is not inflationary. In fact, it's deflationary. The largest asset managers in the world are catching on to that as well. And we're clearly going to continue to move away from this archaic system. If you guys are in this market because of that, well, I think maybe you and me are on the same page. And if you're in this market just to flip a quick profit, well, that's a reality too. And I think there's a lot of great opportunities to do so. I wanted to speak my mind, and I think I've done that in this video. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. DCA HODL. I'm bullish on crypto. Yes, there is volatility. We might see more bounces. Maybe Bitcoin goes to 110K. Maybe it goes to 100K again before it finds higher prices. I think we still got some bull market left. That's my opinion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel, DCA HODL. I'll see you in the next one, guys. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. Until next time, peace.